What's the lesson to be learned for I guess the lesson of for all of us of your son's death? What's the lesson?
I think the Lord had Emmett to take on the looks of racial hatred. We know it's an ugly thing, but we didn't know how ugly it was until Emmett became the embodiment of race hatred. And when we saw that, it was something that we wanted to avoid. We didn't want to go in that direction at all. It was frightful. And I think that just as Jesus became sin and his Father turned away from him, Jesus in his agony called out and said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" And it was because God could not look on sin. And when Emmett became the personification of race hatred, which is a sinful thing, again, it was too horrid to look at. People could not look at it and come away as if nothing had happened. It had to leave an indelible impression upon whoever viewed him. And I just, with that in mind, knowing that race hatred is something we've got to get rid of. We cannot afford to live in a world that is torn with race hatred. And we can even look right now over in Jerusalem and see what is happening.
What did your son's death in the whole case, what did it say to black people?
It said to black people that we can no longer go along with customs as they are and grin and bear it. We have got to shake these shackles off. We've got to stand up. We've got to be men and women. And when the pressure, when people begin to oppress us, we have to resist. We cannot take this sitting down, lying down, running and crying. It's time to get up and do. And Emmett's death was the opening of the civil rights movement. He became not only the impetus for the civil rights movement, but he was the sacrificial lamb of the movement. And when people saw what had happened to my son, men stood up who had never stood up before. People became vocal who had never vocalized before. And people decided that they were going to shake the shackles of intimidation. They weren't going to live this way any longer. And there was even a group that was forming to go to Mississippi and fight for a normal lifestyle. I understand that they were discouraged somewhat. I don't know whether they sent out troops or what, but they were blocked. They never made it to Mississippi. But it was with this in mind that I was able to do some of the things I did, because I knew that if they killed me, the men in Chicago, Illinois, if nowhere else, would rise up to fight for me. And this gave me the courage to go ahead and do some of the things that I did.